Cupboards are extremely well made and fit tightly, snugly without rattling. There is a shower and tub combination. Vanity. Lots of storage. And of course, a lavatory. This is a full-size queen for you big people out there like me, and has a wonderful under-storage compartment. Not a half storage like in many of the new units. Carpeted, and this isn't plain old plyboard. And I can let go of it to get my gear in there. The television is a Samsung, which I consider one of the very best on the market. And it has a pull-out mount, which swivels back and forth so that you can see it while lying in bed or at the dining room table. The TV also includes a booster, and the antenna mount is up on the ceiling so that you can turn and raise and lower the antenna from the inside of the unit. And there's an exterior mount for your cable antenna. The built-in stereo system by Jensen has a compact disc player. And the speakers are by the bedstand. Antenna whip for the FM radio is on the outside and is flexible for those low-hanging bushes. And it does have a screen door which clips to the main door. One solid closing. The window blinds are well made. Quality reading lights above the bed. 3 of them. There's a wardrobe next to each bed side, as well as drawers underneath. Plus there's storage above the bed. We installed fans above the bed with a reverse and a forward, as well as in the kitchen, reverse and a forward switch. The air conditioner is by Carrier. We have added the heat strip function so that the air conditioner and the heater all come from this one unit, so you don't have to use your propane. There is, however, for those extremely cold nights, a separate unit here for your propane furnace. And of course we have our control for turning on your water heater, turning on the water pump for when you're dry camping, and testing to see if the tanks and the battery are full. This is the CO2 sensor and alarm, and it also includes the propane sensor and alarm. So if there's any leaking invisible gases, it will sound the alarm, and the propane sensor will actually shut off the propane running into the unit. And next to that is the control panel with the fuse box and fuses. Extra little fuse package there that I put in there. This is just like the ones on the big rigs, which has the battery inverter, power inverter to run your rig while you're plugged in. All those 12-volt accessories will run, as well as charge the battery and make sure that the circuits are safe by having circuit breakers. Here we have our refrigerator by Norgold. Not only does it have refrigeration, but it has a freezer, so you can actually make your own ice when you're out on the road. Down below we have full-size storage, particularly like the section here where you can put a full gallon of milk. Not many rigs have that. And next to that we have the stove. It is a 3-burner propane stove, all stainless steel for easy cleanup, and it does have a spark, so you don't have to have a match to light it like the old Coleman things we used to carry around as kids. And it does have a real oven. You're going to cook a pizza for the grandkids while you're out on the road. I do love their construction of their drawers. I don't know if you saw that it's stuck. There it's sticking there, so on purpose, so as you're going down the road it doesn't fly off the hinges. Nice tight construction. Cabinetry, nice and tight. This is one of the nice big stainless steel sinks. This is not plastic. This is stainless steel. You can get a whole fry pan down in there. I've got a big hand. Big hand. The dinette does pull out into a full-size bed. Let me see if I can do that for you. The thing I did is I took the table legs out of the holes in the floor. They're very easy to go in and out. Push them down nice and hard so they don't wibble and wobble as you're eating dinner. They go in the bottom of the table, which is right here. I put upside down on the bed temporarily so I can show you the second bed option. Once the pads are taken off the back, you simply pull this forward and it locks. You don't need any extra legs, and you can see that it's pulled out. All I need to do now is put the backrest in place, and you have an extra bed. Underneath the dinette seating, you'll have a little bit of extra storage, not much. There's a duct for the furnace that comes out into the bedroom area right there. There's also your fresh water tank, and inside that compartment is your battery. Interestingly, it's inside to keep it fresh, not being outside like many of the big rigs have. The table back together so that you can see how easy that is. I'll go in this hole and go in this hole, and grab the table. If I can do this with one hand, you can do it with one hand tied behind your back. There it is. Nice and solid. Good as new. Overlooked accessory in the sleeping compartment is this wonderful curtain, which separates you from the grandkids, or maybe somebody who likes to get up and read in the middle of the night, like me. Here's an interesting feature on the outside. You don't see any of the new rigs that I look at. It's a storage bumper. And inside the storage bumper you have enough room for 3 sewer hoses, plus it has drainage there, so you don't get all your nice wood paneling in your undercarriage or the basement all yucky. Another storage section on the side, and another storage section on this side. Great for those rinse out hoses and your sewer connections. Even though the unit was made back in 2010, it has LED lights. Not those old-fashioned incandescent things. And on the outside, it does have a locking hot and cold shower, so you can wash Spot if Spot gets some spots on him that need to be washed off. Nice, easy flow water. And when it comes to be winter time, you can drain all your pipes and tanks with these. There's one on this side, and there's one on the other side, and there's one for the freshwater tank, which is right there. It does have a gray water outflow and a black water outflow. Water, when you're parked in the RV park, hook your hose up to there. And when you are going dry camping, fill this up before you leave home. And you turn on the pump and pump your water out electronically. It does have an electric jack, so that when you finish driving for 6 hours, all you have to do is push a button. And if it's really dark, it even comes with a light. Inside this compartment is 2 20-pound propane tanks, which are the standard ones that you can exchange at Rhino or other places. And there's a switch. If you can see the switch back in the back here somewhere where my hand is, and that switch allows you to switch between tanks without removing the tanks or messing with the hoses. And a feature that I added to this unit, special feature, you get yourself a grill and plug in a quick disconnect here, turn on the propane, and you don't have to carry those little green propane cans around with you all the time. It does use a standard power cord that plugs into the back of your towing vehicle. It's not a 4-prong U-Haul plug. This is a one that will keep your batteries charged in the rig It will also run your electric brakes. This unit does have electric brakes. Highly recommended for those mountain climbs. The steps underneath the main door are easy to pull out. They do lock in place and fold out so you can get in and out easily. The unit does have one extremely strong axle, but since it's so light it doesn't need two, which also keeps the weight down. And we have installed on there Goodyear Marathons, and if we look underneath you will also see the spare tire is hidden underneath and out of the weather. Let's look underneath if we can see all this. Notice that this is not plyboard or OCB. This is the material that's going to keep it dry, and it will not have any wood rot, because folks, this is not wood. This is their special stuff that they build Trailmanors out of to keep them light, keep them durable, and you can see that is throughout underneath here.